Surrealism, but I don't really know what illustration. My girlfriend has dubbed it illustrative surrealism. So I draw. That's about it. Go down and sell at Harvard Square. I am Richie Montgomery. I live at 1 Harwell Drive, apartment 2 or B, whatever you want to call it, Cambridge, Massachusetts, and 02141. I have trouble remembering that.
Where are you from originally?
Nashville, Tennessee.
That's where you were born and raised?
For probably the first 15, 20 years of my life, something around there.
Do you like Nashville?
It's the same as any other city to me.
Is it?
Really, there's places to eat and there's roads. You know, traffic, they're all the same. Yeah. Pretty much. The people are different, that's about it. The people that you get to know in various cities.
Did you pick coming to Boston or did you end up here?
Well, it's through my travels around there. I was traveling around with the Rainbow Gathering for a while, and guy had asked me to come to Boston, and I didn't really have any idea where the next gathering was going to be at that point in time. It's only 14 days. You go from one, and then you spend 2-3 days traveling, get to the next one, and go to the next one. You know, probably 10 rainbow gatherings going on somewhere across the country right now. You know, they're all over the place, and they have one nationals that they'll pick. That they have what's called regionals that are in every state, and those probably are going on in every state throughout the season. They tend to be in the northern regions during the summer months and in the southern regions during the winter months, for climate, because you're living out in the middle of the woods.
How do they support themselves traveling around the country? As far like
dumpsters, for the most part, dumpster diving.
Well, what about gas?
Well, they'll take a gas jug and they'll go up to a gas station and ask somebody if they can put a little bit of gas in there. It's a simple asking, or they'll hold a sign saying need gas for the bus, we're out, or and you got a group of 10, 15 people on the bus doing that, you can build up resources very quickly. You don't spend one time any more than an hour or two in one spot, and you already got a full tank in your own half 3 states away.
Very adventurous.
It is.
Okay, so you just kind of pick up dimes and nickels along the way.
Absolutely.
Hit dumpsters.
Yeah.
Okay, so a guy
Countless of others.
Yeah. Did you have a preconceived notion of Boston, or
no,
just another city?
He said it was a pretty cool spot. Come out, check it out. That's where he was going, and I didn't really have any other options open. So okay, I'll come check out Harvard Square. I'd heard a lot about it from the guys there.
And that was the specific place that you guys were going to come. You would come Harvard Square.
And I met up with a bunch of the guys there from Rainbow. When I got back, they were all homeless travelers too. So passed from city to city to city. All over the place. Major cities. But anyway, I ended up liking it there. Made a few friends. I stayed the winter there.
Homeless?
Yeah.
And how does someone stay homeless in Harvard Square in the winter?
Well, spange for money. You sit on the corner. If you've ever been to Harvard Square, you're probably well familiar with all the homeless people sitting around there.
I guess.
Spange and spare some change. Spare some change. Won't you please spare some change for the mentally deranged? Spare some change.
I guess the logistics. So where did you sleep specifically?
Sidewalks, underneath overhangs, back behind buildings, and right in the middle of the commons. Never really had much of a problem. Occasionally cops would run you off. I slept on Harvard property a couple of times. They don't like that.
The whole time that you're in Rainbow, you're doing your art, right?
No, not at all. I was drinking.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I discovered what alcohol was, that was my downfall. Good Lord, I drank so much booze. I mean, just a continuous party.
Are you still drinking?
No, I have been sober since I lived here, since I met Kathy. She changed my life. Love saved my life.
When you first met him, what attracted you first? the man or the art?
His sign.
Sagittarius?
No, he had a sign. He was flying
Oh.
a sign. He's homeless. The sign said, seeking human kindness.
So you didn't have any reservations about start dating a homeless guy?
No. We talked a lot, and he's really intelligent, and I got to know him. And we went on a couple dates, and it was nice.
Were you able to help him get over the alcoholism, or is that something he had to do on his own?
I don't think I helped him. I encouraged him, but he did it on his own.
Were you ever impatient?
No. I told him if we were actually going to be serious ever, he had to stop drinking. That was it. I didn't want that in my life.
And so he told me that love saved his life.
It saved mine too.
Inventor of the microwave, the X-ray.
Tesla?
Yeah. He was an inventor of, he has like 700 patents to his name. He was just an absolute genius. Too much light for you.
The thing about him is you don't actually hear about him very much.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised hearing all this that you just told me.
Yeah.
Do you actually sell a lot of art in Harvard Square?
Well, I sell more coming down here than I do online, that's for sure. It ain't about the money, it's not about friendship, it's not about fame, it's about keeping sober.
It's all about the sobriety.
It's all about the sobriety. If I'm pushing a pencil or a pen, I'm not drinking, you know? So as long as I'm not chasing that beer, I'm doing good.
If people want to find your art, they can find you in Harvard Square just if they get lucky.
Yeah, they can find me at Harvard Square on Facebook. Definitely, that's the easiest way to communicate with me. You know, it's great social media, and of course, you can always call. You can come by the house. You can do whatever you want.